Good evening. Hey everybody. How are you? I'm Nikki Godwin. I'm a master mentor with Chalk Couture, and tonight I'm going to chalk up a cute breakfast tray as soon as I can decide on what I'm going to chalk. I have no idea yet. I'm going to finish getting set up real quick so I can see your guys' comments. As you come in, please say hello. If you see a red live box, that means you are catching the live video. And if you don't see that, that means you're catching the replay. And if you would just comment hashtag replay, I would really appreciate it. Just gonna share this with a couple of my other groups real quick. Hopefully you guys are able to watch. I know it's a Saturday night and some of you might be out on the town. But maybe, just maybe, a few of you are around tonight to join me chalking up this cute little tray. Now this is a wood tray that I just got. I just picked it up anywhere. That's one of the beauty of our products. You don't have to just use them on ours. You can use them on anything. All the products I'm using tonight are Chalk Couture. Hi Heather. So all the products that I'm going to use tonight are silk screen transfers and our Chalkology paste, and our tools are from Chalk Couture, and you can get those on my website, and that is bythelakewithnikki.com. I'm just going to see if I can turn this so I can see a better view here. There we go. All right. That looks like we have a little better angle. So for wood, before you use the products, you want to make sure that you wax your wood surface, just so that you don't pick up any of the wood fibers on the back of your transfer. So I do use this Johnson's paste wax. I just simply grab a little bit of the paste. Let me see if I can get this off for you guys so you can see it. It's just a, I mean, you can get this in the cleaning section of your hardware store. I think I got this at Home Depot. I'm trying to get this off so you guys can see what it looks like. There it is. So it's just a paste. You just grab a little bit of this on a rag and you just smear this on your board and then you wipe it off. So when we say, hey Shannon, so when we say waxing, this is what we mean. It's just Johnson's paste wax. Nothing special. So tonight I am trying to decide which transfer I'm going to use on this. I can either go with our new vintage Laurel Reef and use the small reef and then put one of our brand new monogram letters in the center of it, which I think is really cute. Hey Liz, or I can use our Bonjour. Hey Lila, which ones do you guys think? Do you think I should do the monogram or do you think I should do the Bonjour transfer? Let me know what you're thinking. Bonjour. All right, great deal. Okay, so here's the next question. Should I do it in the black Chalkology paste or should I do it in white? I think these two colors would show up the best because this is a gray tray. And since I do use a lot of the things that I design for myself, hey Kim, I like to make them pretty and things that match my house. So I go with things that I'm definitely going to use. White, I think so too. I think so too, Shannon. All right, so we're going to go with the Brilliant White on this. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now all of our transfers come in a resealable package. On the back are instructions that tell you exactly how to use them. They tell you how to peel, apply, remove, clean, dry, and store all your transfers. So you're just going to take this out of your package. Now this is what we call a B size transfer. So this is an 8.5 by 11. They do come on our backer sheets. So when I'm done with this transfer, I'm going to reapply this transfer and store it on this sheet. One side is matte and one side is shiny. You're going to put it back on the shiny side. So again, these are fabric. So when you peel them up from the backer sheet, you want to make sure that you're peeling either from top to bottom, left to right, but never corner to corner because they are fabric and they will stretch. So I'm just going to lift this up And I'll set this backer sheet aside. And then I'm going to get a towel and I'm going to fuzz this transfer. Now we fuzz this because our transfers are reusable. So the back of this, everywhere that's green is adhesive, and it is really, really sticky. Really sticky. So we are able to reuse these transfers 8 to 10 times, just depending on how well we take care of them. So you want to make sure that you're putting a little bit of fuzz on the back of this transfer so that you can get it off your board fairly easy. So I'm going to grab a towel real quick. And then I'm going to just lay it on top of this transfer and pick up a little bit of lint from that towel. That lint is going to allow it to peel from the board. Now sometimes you get your transfers and they're really sticky. So you're going to want to make sure that you do this a couple times so that you pick up enough lint that you don't have a problem removing it. Because when it sticks really well to the surface, sometimes they have a tendency to stretch because of them being fabric. You don't want that to happen. So you just want to make sure you got enough lint on the back of it. That's a little tip. So what do you guys think? Are you guys loving the new catalog? Have you guys seen it? If you've seen the catalog, throw up some hearts. No one's seen it? Wow, you guys, you got to check that out. You need to go to my website. Yeah, there you are. I know you have, Shannon. It's amazing. A lot of you might be new. So if you have used Chalk Couture before, put a 1 in the comments. And if you've never used it, put a 2. It's really easy to use. Yeah, Shannon has, I know. Hi, Heather. So, Shannon, would you say that it is as easy as I say it is to use? I mean, I say if you can spread peanut butter and jelly, you can certainly do this. That's about the skill level that I think it takes. But everybody has their, their own opinion. I'd love to know what you guys think if you've used it before. Absolutely great. Good. I'm glad. All right. So now that I have fuzzed this 3 times, it's not quite as shiny on the back. You can tell I've picked up enough lint on that it's probably going to come up relatively easy. So I'm just going to center this inside this tray. I'm trying to eyeball it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our squeegee. These are a soft silicone. They are flexible. They're soft enough that you're not going to rip the silk screen in your transfer, but they do allow you to give that firmness that you need to drag this across here and really push that paste through that silk screen area. Oh, that'll be pretty, Shannon. Very pretty. And there's another one in there too that I think it's the cafe transfer that kind of goes along with this story. And it would be gorgeous. I think they have that one on a pillow. It's really pretty. Okay. Shannon is also a member of my VIP group, so if you guys are interested in all my bundles and my discounts, make sure you comment VIP, and I will be glad to send you guys that link so you can get in the group and be able to take advantage of those wonderful deals that I share. I just posted a bundle yesterday, I think it was, and it's already sold out. But I do try to post something in there every week, so you'll want to make sure that you post VIP in the comments so you can get in there and take a look. So this is our Chalkology paste. It is water soluble, so it does go on wet, but then it'll dry hard. You'll be able to run your hand across it and it won't come off. Now, because this is a one-time use surface, because it's wood, I'm going to seal this, and I'm just going to spray this with a Krylon sealer after I've applied this paste so that it is permanent. All right. So again, I'm just going to stir this up. Now this should be the consistency of yogurt or cake batter. So if it is a little thick, it's no big deal. Just spray this with a little bit of distilled water, and then you can loosen that right back up just because you stir. Now our paste is a natural pigment, so sometimes when they sit, the pigments separate, and I just use a cosmetic plastic stirrer. You don't want to use wood because it does wick the water out of your paste and it will make it dry. But if you use a plastic stirrer, then you will be able to get all those pigments mixed back together and get this paste to the consistency that it needs to be when it's brand new. Unlike acrylic paints, sometimes they tend to thicken up and dry out and then they're no good. This, you don't have to worry about that. You just simply add a little water to it. So this design is just one transfer. I'm not doing any layering. I'm just simply going to put this on, and then I'm going to lift the transfer up. So I am just going to put some paste around this design. Now I do it this way because it is paste. It does have a tendency to dry a little quicker than our ink does. So I like to apply this paste a little bit around the transfer so that I can get it on the board or off the transfer so that it doesn't dry very quick. And I'll have a time to finish the whole transfer and not have to worry about it. Now I'm just going to drag this across. I'm going to move this paste. It doesn't take a lot. I'm just going to move this paste across this design. And then I'm going to scrape off the excess and put it right back in my jar so that I don't waste any. Now this one will go a lot quicker than my live did the other night. I think my live the other night, I inked a couple of t-shirts and I was on for probably about 45 minutes. This one, we're gonna be done really quick. All right, so I'm just gonna lift this up. And it's more like a peel and reveal. Now, if this feels like it's not coming up as easy, like you're afraid you might be pulling too hard, rock it back and forth. That helps it come up really, really easy, and then you don't have to worry about it. And then voila, that's it. The design is on my board. It was really simple to do. I just scraped it across that silk screen transfer, basically essentially pushing that paste through that silk screen, and then it's done. Really easy. And all I do for easy cleanup is I have a sink right next to me that I've got a little bit of cool water in, and I just toss my tools and the transfer in the water so that I can clean them up. And I will show you guys how I do that. So now I'm done with that design, right? Took just minutes. I'm just gonna dry it real quick. You could certainly just let this sit, but I just use a blow dryer and go over it for a few seconds and let that paste dry on there. Hey, Melissa. Then I'll just check that to see how it is. And now I can run my hands all the way across it. That is completely dry. I don't have to worry about that flaking off. And now it's perfect. I can just spray it with that Krylon sealer and it's permanent. Now imagine if you bought this transfer and you wanted to make gifts for people, how easy and simple this would be. That's why so many of us are joining the business, because a lot of us like to sell our crafts. So if you are interested in joining Chalk Couture as a business, you could just put info in comments and I'll be glad to send that information to you. That's it, you guys. Check it out. How easy is that, right? And it's done. Now I'm not going to spray it with Krylon Sealer obviously right now because I'm inside, but I will do that tomorrow, and I'll post a picture of the finished product for you guys to see. But I am going to show you guys how easy it is to clean the transfers off. So I'm going to set this aside. And I'm going to grab the Clorox wipes. That's what I use to clean my transfer. That's what what reactivates that adhesive on the back so that it remains sticky. So I'm just going to lay this down so you guys can see it. So when I put it in water, I put it upside down. I push it down to the bottom of my sink, and I kind of use my fingers and kind of swish it around on the bottom so it gets the majority of that paste off. So now that I have the majority of that paste off, I'm just going to take a Clorox wipe, and I'm going to wipe the paste all the way off the rest of the transfer. And then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to go over the back, and I'm going to get that lint off that I put on with a towel earlier so that my transfer will be sticky all over again. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's picking up a little bit of the lint right there. And I'm just going over it in a circular motion. I'm out of our board erasers. Otherwise, I would show you guys. Oh, actually, I do have one. Hold on. So this is our board eraser, and you can see I've used this several times. So I'm just going to put this in the water. Now this works really well, especially for those pastes that tend to stain, like kiwi stain. The pigments in the kiwi stain the transfers really bad. It doesn't hurt your transfer, it just stains it a little bit. So I always like to go over the back of the transfer with our board erasers and get that lint off that I put on there. And then I will go back over that with my Clorox wipe. And then I'm going to let this sit out and air dry. And it'll be sticky all over again. So I can keep reusing this transfer. And just like Shannon said earlier, I can certainly go back with this and use one of our 23 different ink colors to do a permanent design on a pillow. Because once it's heat set, I can wash it and dry it, not have to worry about it. Hi, Andrea. So, because, I mean, you can really certainly use this with either of our mediums, but we do have, if white or black is not your thing and you're more of a color person, we have over 33 different paste colors for you guys to choose from. And again, you can see those on my website. That's bythelakewithnikki.com. And that's it. So, cleanup is done with this transfer. My design is done, and it's probably taken me, what, maybe 20 minutes? So if you guys have any questions, just post them in the comments. I'd love to answer those for you guys. I will be having a new toolkit that is going to be a small mini squeegee. It's going to be a board eraser, and it is going to be one of our plastic applicators in my VIP group, and that is going to be one of my next bundles. So like I said, if you guys are interested in using Chalk Couture yourself, you're going to want to make sure that you post VIP in the comments so that I can get you in that group so that you can take advantage of all my bundles and my discounts. This was over so quick. It feels like I'm just rushing. Hi, Debbie. I need to put my glasses on. I can't see. I keep having to bend down and kind of tilt my head back and forth so I can see who's commenting instead of just wearing my reading glasses. It's awful getting old, isn't it? I'm telling you. I don't know what's happened in the last couple years. My sight is just gone. All right, easy, right? Looks brand new. Looks brand new. I'm gonna put this on the towel so it kind of speeds up the drying process a little bit. Now, if I was gonna make another design with this, I necessarily wouldn't have cleaned it all the way. I would have just put it back on the towel, face side up or right side up, and then I would have just used the Clorox wipe on the front of it. But since I'm only using it for this design tonight, I went ahead and cleaned it all the way. That's another little tip in case you guys are doing multiple projects. All right, you guys. Well, I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. Make sure you give me some likes or some hearts if you're loving these products. I always appreciate new followers. So if you're new, just hashtag new. I'd love to say hello. And I really appreciate shares because it helps me get out there. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. I will be back with another video next week, probably on Tuesday or Wednesday. So make sure you check back on the page and I'll post when I'm going to have that the day before. All right, you guys, have a great evening. Bye-bye.